Job is a central figure in the Bible's book of Job, which is part of the wisdom literature in the Old Testament. He is described as a wealthy and righteous man living in the land of Uz, who is blameless and upright, fearing God and shunning evil. Job's story is one of faith, suffering, and perseverance. The story of Job. Job's life takes a dramatic turn when God allows Satan to test his faith. The test begins when Satan challenges Job's integrity, suggesting that Job is only faithful because of the blessings and protection God has given him. To prove Job's faithfulness, God permits Satan to take away Job's wealth, his children, and even his health. Despite these devastating losses, Job remains steadfast in his faith, refusing to curse God. Job's friends, who come to comfort him, instead argue that his suffering must be a punishment for some hidden sin. Job, however, insists on his innocence and demands an explanation from God. Throughout the book, Job struggles with the question of why the righteous suffer. Why did God test Job? God's purpose in allowing Job to be tested was to demonstrate that Job's faith was genuine and not dependent on his material blessings or circumstances. The test serves to show that true faith remains strong even in the face of intense suffering. Testing of faith. The primary reason for Job's test was to demonstrate the strength and sincerity of his faith. Despite severe trials, Job did not lose his trust in God. Challenged to Satan, Satan had claimed that Job was faithful only because of his prosperity. By allowing the test, God refuted Satan's claim and proved that Job's devotion was not tied to his circumstances. Exploration of the problem of suffering. The book of Job addresses the complex issue of why the righteous suffer. It shows that suffering is not always a direct result of sin and that God's ways are beyond human understanding. Reaffirmation of God's sovereignty.